hangover. I'm Juliet Litman.
And I'm Callie Crerie.
We must begin today's episode with a wellness check. Callie, are you okay? Your guy is gone.
I purposely wore black.
It's a funeral.
I am. Wait, hold on. Let me pull up my notes because I started taking notes at all the things I'm very pissed about.
If you're just tuning in, which would be kind of weird because there's a week left of Love Island and we've been furiously covering it, Callie has been out here on the streets with her Corbin GBT fandom for a while. She's also been one of our top Corbin impersonators. And when I watched last night and he got voted off, I knew that my dear co-host would be taking it really hard and was glad that we'd have the opportunity this morning to do a wellness check because Callie, you are probably his number one fan outside of his family, of course.
I went to a wedding this weekend and lots of people watch, and I dropped my Corbin fandom quite a bit to see the response.
Okay.
And more Corbin fans than you think. And especially within the last week, I feel like he really skyrocketed in the last week.
Since movie night,
which is annoying
because
the vote happened. Yeah. And then, but even when they did the vote out and each couple had to pick two couples to vote out, like I think people responded to him and Parmita well after that. But we voted before that, which is like really annoying so that, he couldn't have another spike in fandom. We've known this for a while now, but America can't vote. Like, we're incapable of making good choices.
It's just the latest piece of evidence about that.
And there's things with Love Island that I'm actually pissed, especially since I'm watching UK at the same time. And I fear Love Island US this season has strayed too far from the plot. Like, this is not Love Island anymore. This is a new show that they've created.
Interesting. Okay, I want to hear all about that. Let's get into it, and we'll talk about this Corbin vote out right after this message. This episode is presented by Colgate Optic White. Let's talk it factor. You see it on the red carpet, a smile that lights up a room. That wow. There's actually some chemistry behind the charisma. Colgate Optic White Pro Series toothpaste removes 15 years of deep-set stains when you brush twice daily for 2 weeks. How? The clinically proven formula is powered by Colgate's hydrogen peroxide complex. It works at the molecular level to gently dissolve stains deep within the enamel where your brush can't reach. It's proof that daily routine can be remarkable. That's the science of wow. Colgate Optic White. Okay, Callie. Let's begin. Let's go in reverse order because let's start with last night. I feel like it's the freshest. And we'll touch on some other stuff. So Corbin and Parmita, they're gone. Really, you're definitely the most upset in America. Were you surprised by the discrepancy in support? Because only one couple chose Parmita and Corbin to stay, which is Casey and Anaya. Casey and Tiara.
No, I'm not surprised based off of who's voting, but I think that it sucks that the Islanders got to vote because they're going to pick whoever they've been friends with the longest. It happens every season.
If Kenzie and Dylan were eligible to go home, do you think that Kenzie? Home. You think so?
Yes.
It's a real downer.
It's really annoying that because her and her partner can do splits, they get to go on to the next round. Like Corbin and Parmita or don't. Sheer, what was the
karaoke?
No. I mean their karaoke was terrible, which I don't even like the karaoke challenge. No. I don't need to hear.
I liked it. I liked it.
So most of my group chat hated it, and one person was like, "I liked it because it was nice to get a break from the porno challenges." I don't need the porno challenges. The U.S. loves those challenges. Give me a challenge where they're reading a tweet.
Well, I'm glad they didn't do that. I liked it because people seem like they're happy and having fun. And I just feel like the people this season a lot of them have been tortured, and the same people have been tortured over and over, basically. Like, part of the problem is that you have...
Is it they're being tortured or they're choosing to be tortured? Like, yeah, Melanie's been tortured a lot because she keeps choosing to go back to Sincere. That seems like it's a bad decision.
I would say Sincere's being tortured too. I mean, he's made bad decisions, right? So it's like it's as a result of what he's done. But
he's being tortured with his own behavior?
having to, like, constantly relive it's not good for your mental health. I know this is Love Island. I know it's what he
But
signed
he's
up
only
for.
relived it once, right?
Well, I think he's kind of been through it, like, the soul stuff played out, yes, but there was a movie night.
But
But,
yeah, he didn't have to relive the soul stuff.
okay, maybe it's just I'm having a hard time with it then. But I don't think these people could handle the tweets. Like, I think that none of them seem like they have the emotional fortitude to get through it, and I think that is, like, really damaging for people's mental health. Yes, you're gonna see it when you leave the villa, but I think that it's, like, gotten so dark and the
Yeah, but they don't have
fandom
to
is
use the worst tweets ever. That's also on, like, production. You can, like
yeah, well, they probably would.
they probably would. They probably would.
Yeah.
Although this
I
who knows? The way that
I
this is
liked
being this season's being produced, who fucking knows?
the reason I liked this karaoke challenge was because people were smiling and having fun. Like, when Melanie's like, "This is the most fun I've had with or she's like, "One of my best memories of Sincere," or whatever, I was like, "Good. Have fun for, like,
No.
1
No.
hour."
It's fake. You
Okay.
shouldn't have any good memories with him. I like, I could not believe that the only 2 people that realized that Melanie probably should move on from Sincere were Parmita and fucking Corbin? How are they the
Corbin
only normal people there?
Corbin loves Melanie. Corbin has been, like, one of her big like, I'm not saying he's, like, in love with her, but
Yeah,
he's,
yeah.
like, been one of her defenders and, like, kind to her, and, he, like they explored early on, like,
Yeah.
they were in a couple for, like, a minute, right? Like, he's really sweet about her. It's, like it's definitely made me like Corbin, and he seemed so torn up when he delivered that. He was like, "It's not that I don't like you guys, but it's just not healthy, like, what you've got going on," and it was really sweet. I thought he was, like,
Also,
very
him calling
caring.
out Sincere as a friend, like, him being like, "Bro, you're one of my best friends in here. What I watched wasn't okay, and you lied to me too. Like,
I
I was
liked how he called it the
defending you."
lying.
Yeah, like, I was defending you thinking that you were telling me the truth, and then we watched that, and I was like, "Oh, shit." And it's clear that Casey feels the same way, he just didn't stand up for himself. Because the
Yeah.
next day when Sincere was talking to KC, uh, KC goes, "Be real, bro. You don't remember doing any of that shit?" And Sincere was like, "No, I didn't."
It's, like, so hard to believe. I
So
don't think Melanie should, like, be with Sincere, to be clear. But this just sort of, like, watching more misery isn't fun, and I don't think it's good for them. So that's why I'm
no, it's not that
against
I wanna watch the misery. I think Sincere should probably get voted off the island. And hey,
yeah.
I have an idea, Love Island producers. What about a bombshell? We
I
haven't had a
know.
bombshell since week 2. Like,
What
what
is
is
that?
happening? I
It
don't
is really
know.
weird.
I
It's
don't
hard
know.
it's hard to know if it's because of the
Yeah,
EP
yeah,
passing
yeah.
away. So
Yeah.
it's very hard to, like, make big proclamations or, like or critique them too harshly. But it has been pretty weird, and the stasis of all the couples is just very boring. Like, I do like the Bryson and Trinity, and I like Zach and Kata and whatever, but, like, there's just no intrigue. Like, it's just been couples island for a while.
It's been couples island since, like, week 1.5, and
Yeah.
that's why you probably feel like they're all being tortured because instead of them, like, having a normal Love Island experience, they're just, like, trying to, like, stir stuff up between them from stuff that's already happened.
Right. Yeah, it's been a tough one to watch. I feel like Corbin and Parmita themselves were surprised to be going home. I feel like they really thought they would, like, make it to the end or
I
have
think
it
that they knew they were going home once they said Kenzie was saved.
right. Right. I can't stand Kenzie. I don't like
Also,
to look at her.
seeing, Corbin cry,
Oh,
I was
sweet.
like, "Yeah, he actually, like, cares about." I The past week with Corbin has just been
I know, it's been great. It's been
a
really
180
fun.
on his character.
I don't think his character was ever bad. He just was, like, seemed
Yeah, but
so
people
focused on
really did
kisses.
not like him in the
Yeah.
beginning, and
Yeah.
he
"Can
just
I
did
get a
multiple
kiss?"
things. He did multiple things this week that I was like, he might be a little bit more mature than we thought he was."
What were some of the others? Like, what else really stood out to you?
Oh, I mean, movie night I thought was great. Him calling out,
The lying specifically with Sincere was, like, his finest moment, probably.
he was one of the few boys that apologized for like, with Kenzie, he was like, "I probably shouldn't have said those things about Kenzie, and I'm sorry for that, but, like, I'm standing on my." The way he handled movie night without shouting back at them and screaming and blaming them. It was just kind of I definitely as much as I liked Corbin, I have liked him for a while. I liked him because he was, like, dumb and funny, and, like, he really adds to the villa. And then this past week, I was like, "No, I actually like him."
Yeah, he seems like a good dude overall. I think him and Parmita, like, I don't know if that will last necessarily, but I think that he like once he's gotten comfortable in his couple and like more comfortable on the island, essentially, like his
Yeah.
true self seems like it's come out much
Yeah.
more. Like you've seen much more of like his kind of
Very
sense of
evident he didn't
right
like
and wrong.
Kenzie that much.
Yes, and I think found her like just like offensive. It was really petty when she voted for them. Like that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like she holds a grudge like nobody's business. We started the season with her holding a grudge against Zach.
But then no one can hold a grudge against her.
I know. Although that's true, but she has been the recipient of probably the two harshest comments of the season. One was Jen saying, if we weren't on Love Island, we wouldn't be friends.
Yeah.
And then the other was Melanie saying to her, I may have been your best friend, but you were never my best friend.
I don't think Melanie knew what she was saying.
That was so harsh. She probably didn't mean it to be, but it
She
was
meant it like, "You're not
incredible.
being a best friend to me. I'm being a best friend to you." But her phrasing it like, "Yeah, I'm your best friend, but you're not mine."
I mean, I
And
think
I
it's
wanted to be
at
like,
least,
"Hey, guess who your best friend is, Melanie? It's Parmita, because all your other friends are giving you awful, awful, awful advice, and I
yeah.
cannot believe that out of everyone, you're like, 'Huh, you know what? I'm gonna do what Anaya says. She makes excellent decisions. She's got her
Well,
finger on
that's
the
the
pulse.'"
thing.
I'm like,
Anaya was
"Why?"
the one
Yeah,
most
obviously.
encouraging her to get back with Sincere. And this kind of gets back to what we were saying about Anaya and men a couple of weeks ago or a couple
How
episodes ago,
old
where
is
like,
Anaya? Is she on the younger end?
I believe she's 22. I'm
'Cause
going to
I'm
look it
like,
up right now.
maybe when the way that she was talking to Melanie about Sincere,
She's 23.
I was like, "Is she just super young?"
I think she's super young and I think she's very like male centered. And so like the
And
acceptance of a male is like much more important to her than some other stuff, like other things.
which everything Melanie says, I'm like, "Listen to what you're saying. You're saying the right
Yeah.
things." Like, Melanie has it right. But
Yes,
then
she
she
does.
has people like Anaya being like, "He genuinely cares about you," and da 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 da. And so I feel like Melanie's like, obviously, and everyone who's come off the island has said this, like, it feels like you're in, like, another dimension when you're on the island. So I feel like everyone telling Melanie, like, "No, he really does care about you." I'm sure Melanie's like, "Okay, like, maybe I have it wrong. I think you second guess yourself a lot, uh, out there," and she changed it up. But I'm like, you saying, "I don't wanna just be, like, picked by you.
Yeah.
I wanna be
Respected.
respected by you." And Anaya's like, "You're being picked. It's amazing." And it's
Right.
like, "No, it's not."
Anaya's not even a pick me. Anaya is because
No, no, I don't think she's a pick me.
she doesn't like act that way, but she does value being picked more than she should. And that's kind of the crux of it. Like Kata kind of tried to call her out on it, but sort of unsuccessfully when Kata in that moment was like, what about, team and not team Melanie and their
Yeah.
team? And she was like, I'm team Melanie's feelings. And like Anaya, I think just like sort of like didn't get it. And
Yeah, I don't think Anaya's, like,
she's not trying to screw
purposely.
her over. Yeah.
No, 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 no. I think that she's like, Sincere tells me how much he likes you, like, "You're so lucky how much he likes you." Like, that's kind of what I think goes through
Yeah.
Anaya's head. Like, he was so sad after that, and it's just like, yeah, no, Melanie needs to move on. And
Yeah.
apparently, in Aftersun, Caleb seemed like he was interested.
In Melanie?
Yeah, but he was like, "I just felt like I'd helped Sincere so much with Melanie, I couldn't then go try to get with her."
Mm. I do think Melanie seems like she's got a lovely personality. Like she's obviously a little bit cuckoo at times, but I think that's when she feels uncomfortable, which, who can blame her?
A lot of people are
Um,
like that. I like Melanie
yeah.
overall. I hate that it took 8 hours for her to get over all of that
Yeah, I know.
because
I
he
know, it
made you
was really
breakfast and
tough.
gave you a rose, which
Also, he
Amora on
just
Love Island After Sun was also like, "I don't think he sweat." Also, question for you, Miss Sincere. Um,
Miss Sincere. Is that for
yeah, I mean,
Melanie?
no, that's for you.
Oh, for me.
Because you were a
Oh,
Sincere fan from the beginning.
yes, I was.
Um
I was just gonna address my current feelings on Sincere. Ask your question.
I again, I just feel like this show has when I say, like, traditional Love Island, I'm talking about UK, not US. So,
Sure.
obviously, US has never been UK. I was horrified that Melanie slept in Soul Ties and Sincere just cuddled up in bed and went to sleep.
It was appalling. It was absolutely appalling. And didn't Corbin tell him to not do that?
Yes,
Didn't the
yes.
guys tell him,
I
"Give
don't know
her
if it
the
was
bed"?
Corbin. It might have been Corbin. I don't remember who it
I
was, but
think it
they're
was Dylan,
basically
actually. I think it was
okay.
Dylan who's a mastermind, I think, and just sort of has studied how to play the game. Um, I think they told him not to let her do that. And then also she went to, like, actually the bench essentially because of the owl that was over Soul Ties.
I'm probably sleeping inside if I see an owl. I've seen too many movies where owls kill people.
Oh my god, what movies are you watching?
Maybe
Um,
it's not even movies. I think it's happened in real life in
oh
my
my
mom's
god.
neighborhood.
Jesus, I feel like in Florida, the wildlife is just
Yeah, it's
crazy.
all over the place.
Um, okay, how am I feeling about Sincere? What I was gonna say is, yes, it was crazy that he let her sleep outside. He's obviously very immature. I wonder if he's ever had like a girlfriend before. Not because he has like the same energy as Anaya, but just because he seems to have no intuition for how to like treat someone kindly. Like I don't think that he is like a cruel person, but he doesn't have any like instinctive kindness to him. It's very strange. Um,
Well, what about him learning about himself? Like, all
what,
the
do you-
things
what
he's saying
oh,
in his confessionals, he's like, "I've learned from being on this island that, like, telling the truth is easier for everyone." I'm like, "You learned that on the island
yeah,
at
I like
25?"
I liked when he was like, "Listen, I'm a people pleaser," and I'm just sort of like, "Yeah, you can be a people pleaser without just, like, making out constantly." Um, I find him, like, physically less attractive now that I know him more. I never was, like, attracted to him or found him, like, particularly hot, but I think that, like, he looks physically different for me now that we've gotten to know him, and it's been pretty ugly. Like, his behavior has made me view him in a literal sense differently,
Mhm.
and I don't find him charming anymore. I just find him, like, idiotic. Like, I don't think he's an idiot, but I think he is idiotic. Like, he makes these really dumb moves, and he just is, I think, really, really selfish at the end of the day. Like, I think that's
Yeah,
kind of what it comes down to. And the bed thing is the best example of that. Like,
you
just being
can't
like,
let her sleep
"Well,
out there.
she's" yeah,
Yeah.
it's absurd. And even if she, like, won't take the bed because she's like, "No, I'm not doing it," like,
Yeah, then you go
fine.
sleep somewhere else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Like, you also sleep outside then. Like, you
yeah,
don't get to just have, like, a good night's sleep on your own. So,
completely agree.
that was fucked up.
Um, I the weird thing about Sincere is that, like, I don't think he's a bad person. I think he's,
No.
like, from everything we've seen, he's definitely a fuckboy, and I don't even know if he realizes he is, which is part of the problem. Like, he doesn't wanna be, but he is. Like, I
I
don't
don't
think he would
know.
like being labeled as one at all, but, like, he cannot help himself.
I start to wonder if any of the messy people on Love Island, like, have any potentials outside of the show. Because I feel like the people like, someone like Bryce, like, he clearly has had a lot of he's older, but, like, clearly has had a
Yeah,
lot of attention from women, and therefore, like, pretty easily just, like, settled down with Trinity because, like, he was like, "This is comfortable, I like her, like, I'm going with
yeah.
it." I feel like the ones who are incredibly messy and, like, have to explore and have to test are like, don't have a lot of opportunity to do that in their regular lives. Like, even Corbin, he wasn't, like, so, like, all over the place with women. He was sort of, like, one at a time, but just, like, maybe switched up a little bit quickly, but not even. It was just, like, Kenzie sort of
He
sucked.
Yeah. Also, the Kenzie situation wasn't his choice. He was with Kenzie, and then Kenzie
Yeah.
got paired with Caleb because of
Yeah.
America. So then he
They're
went to
just
Melanie because, like, that's who he was paired with. It wasn't his choice to be paired with Melanie. And then he was probably like, "Well, I find Melanie attractive and she's cool, so, like, it's not the worst case scenario."
yeah, he just went with it.
Um,
He kind of, like, just,
yeah,
like, did the show, like, went with it the best
yeah,
that he could. But
yeah.
anyway, my point is, like, I just don't even know that Sincere has experienced this amount of interest from women before.
I don't know. His personality makes me believe that he has.
Well, he also is, like, an athlete, and I feel like just inherently athletes sort of have, like, a different
He's an
way of
athlete,
moving.
and I don't think he's bad looking at all. And
No,
I
it's
think he
cute.
is, like, charming and funny, like, he definitely has that personality.
I do like the metaphors. Like, even though they don't make sense and he does them constantly, I do find that very charming, and I would like that in real life.
Yeah, I think he has. I think that he's never really I mean, no one ever has a camera following them around 24/7.
Unless they're a celebrity, sure.
Um, I just feel like there was a difference in KC the next day being like, seeing all that really did not make me feel good. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like how I talked about her, and it just felt like Casey actually felt that. Sincere was more like, "How do I get her back?"
Sincere, I think, was like, "Oh, I got caught." Is
Yeah. It wasn't the same of like, "Ugh, I can't believe I did this, and this was really bad." It was more so like, "Oh my gosh, all right, well, so do you think I can still get Melanie back? Like, do I need to apologize?" Like, it just wasn't as much of self-reflection as I saw in Casey, I guess,
Mhm. Mhm.
or didn't
I think
seem as
that's fair.
genuine.
I think that's fair. I don't think that he really realizes that he's, like, hurt someone. I don't know if that, like,
Yeah.
sinks in.
But how does
But
it sink in if they're fine the next day?
right, just because I guess you've gotten yelled at TV. I think the guy is probably it was
It's
harder
making
to
him
take that,
feel worse,
yeah,
yeah.
than anything Melanie did or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not pro sincere by any stretch. I think when you
Also,
think about
Sincere voted
this
against Corbin, so that was another strike for me. But he unfortunately has no leg to stand on, so Melanie was probably like, we're keeping Kata." And he was just like,
yeah,
"Alright, whatever
yeah.
you want."
And I guess Kata and Zach, the question of like who is and isn't compatible is sort of like, it's always funny to me when that's like what the vote is on because you can define it in so many ways. The problem with doing the like who is and isn't compatible in that exact moment was that there was at least one couple that like coupled up by necessity. So they're obviously going to be voted by everyone. So like the overwhelming Caleb and Amora, you guys aren't compatible. It's like, yeah, everyone knows. So like that was just a really bad timing for that specific
It also just doesn't
activity.
matter. They could have said, "Vote based off of X." They could
Yeah.
have the Islanders vote on whatever they wanted to. They could have said whatever. They're gonna pick the people that they've been friends with the longest. That's just what's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Those kinds of things are better to do earlier in the season, like in season 6 when they had when they broke up Rob and Andrea, like
Yeah.
that was a similar type of thing. And it works way better early on when people are like less solidified and there's still like lingering feelings and whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
That was very bad timing. Can we talk about Kenzie for a little bit? I feel like we haven't gotten she's gotten plenty of I guess hate from around here, but um I mentioned the what Melanie said to her. I feel like it's just been a really tough stretch with Kenzie, and I just kind of like can't believe she's still here. But the main thing that I just can't believe is that we did never. The main thing that I can't believe is that we never discussed compromise. And I apologize for messing that up for so many episodes. It is one of the most appalling things I've heard on TV. It's so upsetting because compromise is a concept that children learn. So it is a
yeah.
word that you have heard. It is
Compromise. It's hard to say. Com
compromise is what she said.
compromise
Compromise.
and, epitome? I was like, "How do you say it?"
Epitome is
Epitome?
sincere. Yeah, but we did
Yeah.
roast him for emerge. So at least there's that.
Oh,
But she
yeah,
said
merch
again.
too. Yeah, he did. Um, I think Compromise is the worst of the 3.
Compromise is by far the worst because, like I said, it's a concept that you learn as a child. So it's not like epitome is like maybe Sincere read that in a book and he never heard anyone say it. Compromise is a word that you have definitely heard in your life. If you didn't, that's very, very alarming. So
So,
what the fuck is she thinking?
Aftersun
Uh,
wait, wasn't it Jen that said it though?
I thought it was Kenzie.
I think it was
Oh, it was
Jen.
Jen? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. I'm sorry.
But I think she may have said it to Kenzie.
I think you must be right.
But in Aftersun, Jen called her parents, and it was, like,
Mm.
the first thing her dad said to her.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
That is so embarrassing.
His dad
What did
I
he
think
say?
her dad was just like, "So I think we need to address your lack of English." She was like, I know," and he was like, that was pretty bad."
It is so bad. There's been all these jokes online about like, open the schools or like literacy crisis in America, but like it's true. It is a problem as displayed by Love Island. Like The way that they use words sometimes is just so concerning.
Well,
Not because I
to
think they're
be
stupid or
fair,
anything, because they don't read enough. Like, people need to read more.
outside of, Bryce,
Mhm.
everyone else is under, what,
25,
25?
basically.
And some are even younger. Like Anaya, she was in high school during COVID, right?
Yes, sure. There's some COVID impact on these people.
Yeah.
That's still concerning. I still think that everyone needs to read more. I'm very keenly
By
aware
the
of it because
way, out of everyone, I feel like Anaya probably would know all 3 of those words correctly.
I think so too. Yes, I would vote on everything that's really related to like academic and success and like reading comprehension. Anaya is my number one pick from the cast.
I think Carl's
No
my number 1,
question.
but Anaya's probably second, and they're a couple
Mm.
together.
Yeah, there's a reason. Everyone's like, yeah, and they like really go together. Um, uh, I am keenly aware of this right now too, because so we have a week left of Love Island. The finale's on Sunday night. Between the World Cup and Love Island, I like and then my phone. There's so little time to do anything else. Like, I just feel like all of my time is committed. I don't know how you're watching UK. We'll come to that in a second. And I like feel so resentful of my phone. I'm like, fuck me. I've been on my phone for 40 minutes where I could have been reading. I could have been watching something else. Like,
Why are you on your phone?
I don't know, just scrolling. Like, I wake
I
up
feel
and
like
I'm just
my
like,
phone is I feel like I've been on my phone the least because, like, when can you be on your phone?
I
Also,
mean,
during
that's my
summer,
problem.
any free time you have, it's like an outdoor activity. I just feel like I'm outside
Yes.
all the time.
And like in and out of bathing suits and like all
Yeah,
that's,
and
yeah, it's just
then
like schlepping stuff around.
I did see a thread that was like, "Yes, I watch US and UK because I'm a very driven person." And I was
I know.
like,
I respect you for it. Honestly, I wish I had better time management. I'm wasting too much time on my phone is my point. And many people
UK
are.
has been 99% on planes, though.
This episode is brought to you by Colgate Optic White. You know that unexplainable it factor, that smile that lights up a room, that wow? Well, it turns out there's chemistry behind the charisma. Colgate Optic White Pro Series toothpaste removes 15 years of deep set stains when you brush twice daily for 2 weeks. How? The clinically proven formula is powered by Colgate's hydrogen peroxide complex. It works at the molecular level to gently dissolve stains deep within the enamel where your brush can't reach. It's proof that daily routine can be remarkable. That's the science of wow. Colgate Optic White. Why is UK so much better than US? Like, you said you think that US has like lost the plot, like strayed too far. What's some of the evidence of that? Like, what's made you think that in particular? That seems to be the
Because
feedback overall, by the way.
because it's just a normal Love Island season. Like,
Mm.
I don't even know. I can't even. I no idea what
I
the
saw-
difference in discrepancy of bombshells is at this point. Because last time we spoke to you, I don't know if I said it on the pod or off the pod, but it was like 12-5 or something like
Something like
that.
that. Yeah.
And the U.S. has not had another bombshell since then. And after that, um, UK had an entire Casa more.
Oh
So
my
like,
God.
yeah. And then the games are just so much better. Like,
I saw
Love
a funny clip talking about Shrek and Lord Farquaad. I don't
what?
know. Shrek is also just really popular with younger people. I can't relate to. Uh,
I mean, I like Shrek, but the games are just so much more classic Love
mm,
Island. And they did like a game where each person had to get up and they had to pick out either something someone said in the villa behind their back or something that was tweeted. And like each person got to pick like inside or outside villa chat.
mm.
And then like after they read it, the people get to explain it. Like it's just a much more normal Love Island. There's a lot of
It sounds
switching around
better.
of couples. The girls will like call each other out. The guys will call each other out. It
It does
just
sound a lot better. To your point before about like a break from like the sort of pornographic challenges, I do feel that pretty deeply. I'm just sort of like between like the mess and and like the dancing, whatever. I'm just like sick of it. Also, it's not even like pushing them to their limits in any way. The challenges are just basically completely dispensable. Like, you can just fast forward through them almost always,
most of
and
the
you don't
time. Like that
you
soccer
don't miss anything.
challenge. What
Yeah,
was
I think
that? And
even the
you
cake one with Megan the Stallion, like, you
yeah,
didn't that
even
was
the
like
cake one.
nothing came
And
from that.
and in UK, they do, like, Snog, Marry, Pie. They
Mhm.
do the Tweet or In the Villa. They did, um, Two Truths and a Lie, where each person has to say two truths and a lie, and then you could still do some of the kissing thing in it, like, whoever got it
Sure.
right got to kiss the person who said it. So, like, there's stuff like that, but
They
it
also
being
used to
all
do
like,
more.
"Okay, you get to make out with 5 people and dance and but we get no information from the challenge." It's like, even the karaoke challenge to me, I would've been fine with the karaoke challenge if there was something in it that made me learn more about the islanders.
That's true. Also, I miss some of the casual stuff where, like, they just used to be like, "Okay, you're all gathered around the fire pit," and they'd get a text and, like, tell them to do stuff.
Yeah, that's what they do in
Um,
UK still.
yeah, I like that. Also, I liked, when they used to, like, leave the villa and, like, remember they used to be like, "Okay, now you 2 are gonna cook dinner for everybody," or, like, "You're in
Yeah, yeah,
charge," or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Like, sort of like stuff that actually, like, tests a relationship in, like, a real way. But also, we've only had 1 hideaway and only 1 date. Or maybe we
Yeah.
had 2 hideaways, actually. We had 2 hideaways. We had Bryce and Trinity and Kata and Zach, right?
Bryce and Trinity went to the
Oh,
hideaway?
no, Bryce and Trinity had the date. My
Yeah.
bad. So there's 1 date and 1 hideaway. It's just sort of like all of this stuff, like, is just all of the tropes are missing. I have to assume a lot of it is because of what's happening behind the scenes, but
Yeah.
I
Also,
don't know.
UK had a traditional, um, movie night that had clips of everything. Not
Mhm.
just 5, 10 minute clips for only the people that did other things. Like, they had
Sure.
talking in theirs and funny things. Yeah.
What's amazing, though, is how popular Low Island still is. Like, even it's like it's just so and to semi quote sincere, I do find that I immerse myself in it. I sort of, like, lose track of, like, if it's good or not. It's sort of like watching a basketball season where you're like, "Well, it's on every night," and, like, I'm just in it. And it's a little hard to, like, take stock of, like, why it is or isn't a good season. Um,
I
and
don't
I
think
think
this season for US is a good season. That being said, it's still better than a lot of other reality TV programming.
and
That's the
you're just
thing.
in it. Like, part of
Yeah.
the success of it
It's
is
like a
just the
world.
format. Yeah, no matter
Yeah.
what, good or bad, the fact that it's 5 nights a week and, like, people keep up and it's happening in real time is, like, makes it compelling. And so I think that's why it has become much more popular. But it did require actually a good season to get to the next level. So there is that. Um, I don't know though. It's I'm so relieved it's ending in a week.
Well, now that Corbin's gone, I'm relieved as well.
But
I really
Callie,
do think
you're gonna
he
get so
he
much Corbin press. I'm so
he
happy for you.
adds so much to the villa that I'm like, "Ugh, this is
Well,
gonna
he's
be
one of
kinda
the only
boring."
personalities. He's one of the only
Yeah.
personalities, yeah. Everyone's else is that's one reason I like Melanie so much, is, like, she's a big personality.
Yeah.
She gives me a lot. And
Kenzie, post-movie
Kate
night, I feel like barely speaks, like, she's just, like, nervous all the time. Even when
she's been
Parmita
shamed.
kind of, like, checked her a little bit, Kenzie was just like, "I'm so sorry." Like, she does not want anyone to be upset with her.
I think that she's more embarrassed than, like, remorseful. Like, I don't think she thinks she did anything wrong, but, like, doesn't like the
Yeah.
people don't like
Yeah.
her. That said, her happiness at the challenge was sort of, like, unmatched. She was just like,
Oh,
"This
she
is"
loved it. Also, she could kinda sing.
Yeah, she was a really good singer.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
she was ki
like
I think she was actually holding back. I think she was, like, a very good singer.
and Zach, who supposedly is a good singer, did not sound good.
Zach sounded terrible, but also their song was, like, they got
Well,
screwed. That was the worst song.
I was confused. I was like, "Zach, you know this?"
And also, like, is Kata gonna sing at all? Like, is she part of
Well,
this?
she can't.
Um, but,
Her voice is like, "Zach."
you're very good at impersonations, Callie. It's one of your skills.
Her
Um,
her voice when she was like, "Obviously, we're gonna sound good. Listen, like, can't you hear both of our voices?" And I was like, "Yeah,
yes, we can.
that's the
Um,
problem."
I thought Casey and Tiara were actually, like, very cute. I liked their performance.
I
I thought the, like, no mountains high enough was really weird. Like, what are you guys doing with that? Like, but I thought it was funny.
I thought theirs was cute. I thought Trinity and Bryce's was funny.
Bryce was funny. Yeah.
Um,
When he did, like, his, like, b-boy dance move.
Listen, Kenzie and what's his name?
Dylan.
Dylan deserved to win, but they
Yeah.
didn't deserve to be saved because they should go on Dancing with the Stars.
Also, she just happened to be wearing, like, a figure skater outfit for the challenge. It was, like, it was a sort of surprising
I didn't even
dress.
think about that.
It had,
I
like, a
mean,
blue strip down the middle of her body.
yeah, she looked like Tinkerbell.
Yes. Um, it was, like, weirdly appropriate, I guess. I don't know. Uh, she's a forgettable character to me. I wonder if they'll do
I
Beyond the
wanted to
Villa
know,
for this season.
do you think that they got to pick their songs?
I think they must have been given, like, some ability to, like, prep, but I think they mostly were assigned.
Because I'm like, would Melanie and Sincere
Sincere
pick
choose Grease?
Grease?
I don't think so. Do you
And
think
the lyrics,
Sincere's
"You
like
gotta shape up."
it's I mean,
Like,
I
I'm
sing
like,
that song to myself, but I do
I mean,
like
no, I love
Grease.
Grease. I
Yeah.
loved Grease growing up. Actually, I should show it. Well, it might be too advanced for my daughter, but in a
I
few
didn't
years, I'll
understand that
show
there
my
was
daughter.
there's a lot of movies that I saw as a kid that I didn't realize there was, like, an abortion plot in until much later, Grease being one of them. Or not
Um,
abortion or, like, pregnancy, I guess, too. Dirty Dancing is another.
how old were you when you watched Grease? I feel like I was pretty young.
Really young, really, really young.
When
I
did
can't
Grease come
even
out?
in the '70s or in the '80s, excuse me.
What?
Yes.
Did it really?
Yes.
How was it so
So,
popular when I was a child?
it's just a really popular movie. It came out in 1978.
No. When did Grease 2 come out?
Grease 2 came out, I think that was also in the '80s, in
No way.
1982.
The one that I watch
Yeah.
with John Travolta.
Yes, that's Grease 1, and that came out in 1978. John Travolta was
What?
having an epic run at the time, in fact, because it was right around also the same time as Saturday Night Fever.
Wow. I'm so confused how it had, like, another spike.
I think because, John Travolta was really popular in the '90s with, like, Look Who's Talking and stuff, and so his movies just were big.
Because, like,
Uh,
obviously I was watching, but I felt like all my friends watched too. Like, it was just
we're
popular.
they also did a re-release in the mid-90s, apparently.
Oh, okay. Mid-90s,
But
so I was, like, 6?
I don't know, I guess.
Like, watching I was just thinking, like, I wanna show Carter because she loves musicals.
I
But
can't remember a time where I didn't know about Grease, so I saw it at a really young age.
yeah.
It's really good. The music is great.
I also saw Titanic pretty young, right?
That came out in 1997, so probably. That reminds me, was it Kenzie who said she felt like she was watching Titanic? I was
Who
like,
was
"The
that?
boat?" It was during the karaoke challenge. I was like, "With, like, the boat sinking or before that, you mean?"
Who was it about?
I don't remember, but it was, like, made no sense.
These people are really funny.
That's one way of putting it. I think
Not on purpose.
perhaps you could use the D word as well. But who knows? I'm worried about America.
Juliet really has a child. The D
Why? 'Cause
word
I won't call
is
people dumb?
is crazy. I was like, "Damn."
I
Like,
think
what's the
calling people
D
dumb is
word?
mean, but I frequently think
Uh,
people are dumb, so here we are.
it's not nice.
I I don't think many people in this cast are particularly smart. I'll just say that. And I think in seasons actually in seasons previous, they've been much smarter.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Like, I would put
Well,
Leah,
okay.
Rob, Serena, Kendall up against any 4 from this group, and I'm sure the 4 I just mentioned would win in, like,
This is the
Family
thing,
Feud
though,
or
you have to
trivia.
think about. They're filming for 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Whenever they say something dumb, they're gonna get clipped.
Yeah, I don't think that would happen to me. I don't think there was ever a time where I'd say compromise or epitome.
Well, no, that's, like, another level, but, like, people say
Yeah,
dumb stuff all the time and then
sure.
catch themselves and be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe said that."
Yeah, I think this is next level. I think you make a good point. Maybe they're all are like these are like COVID children and they didn't have proper education.
I also don't think that they're, going to Harvard, but I think that
Anaya and Carl, maybe. Not everyone at Harvard's that smart. There's a lot of nepo babies there.
that's true, but,
Oh, I guess it's like not allowed anymore. Who knows?
what do you mean it's not allowed anymore?
Remember they got rid of like what's it called? Legacies along with affirmative action.
Are you sure? I thought they did not get rid of legacies.
A lot of schools have gotten rid of legacy
Oh, like, the
admissions.
schools chose to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you were saying that
No,
The
I
Supreme
don't think the
Court ruled
Supreme
against
Court was
it. I
like,
was like,
no,
"No, no,
no.
no." That was a big thing when it was all
They would
happening.
think they would go the other way. So,
Um, sure, they supposedly got rid of it, yet somehow.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, of course, I roll, but
Yeah.
yes, this cast, I don't know about their trivia for me. I'd love to see them do a trivia challenge. It's like, but it's like on the challenge itself when they do
I'd
trivia.
like that.
Me too. I'd love it. I love when they do it on the challenge when they do spelling. That's hilarious too.
Yeah, it's great. So I would really like something like that.
I
But
gotta say, I should
to your
watch
point,
UK. I do feel like I'm screwing up by not watching. I just want to be clear.
also, I would say your biggest critique of UK
Mm-hmm.
and why you stopped watching is because of how much plastic surgery there was.
Mm-hmm.
Um, not that much this season.
My biggest reason why I stopped watching is it's now on at the same time as US, and US is popular, so we've been watching it for the pod. I would much rather watch UK, but I don't think our podcast would do as well. So
If you just
just
did UK.
if we just did UK, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to get, I guess, if you don't have Hulu.
Who doesn't have Hulu? It's part of Disney Plus now.
I don't know.
They
I
all
feel like
go
I have
together.
900 subscriptions.
Me too. I'm trying to streamline them. But you kind of can't. Like, you need them all.
I've said that so many times, but then like you sit down to do it and you're like,
I need Peacock, obviously. I need Hulu. I need Netflix. Do I need
yeah, but
Paramount
that
Plus?
I
Probably
don't
not. That's the one I can maybe do without, but I
yeah,
still
but
want it.
Paramount also has like HBO and
Well, it's
I don't know
going
what
to.
else.
Not right now. Yeah. But
Wait, something has HBO. Oh, Prime. That's the other one you need. You need Prime.
yeah, I need Prime. You can get HBO through Prime. HBO is
Prime.
currently standalone, but you can get
Yeah.
it through Prime.
Yes.
Prime I need for many reasons, including the fact that I buy things from Amazon.com. And the other thing now is with football. I mean, you need to watch
Yeah,
all
it
these
has
things.
live sports.
Yeah, and
Some of the
basketball
NBA
too.
playoff games were yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's just too many. I think Paramount is the one. Well, Paramount I think has soccer. But I don't know.
I don't know, but then
Paramount has.
can't you get Paramount on other things too?
You could get all of these through Amazon Prime, but it's like an extra charge. And you also can get them all like through other services, but you're still paying.
You can't get Hulu through Amazon Prime though.
No, Hulu you have to get through Disney
So,
Plus.
first of all, this is a crazy conversation, but Hulu, Amazon Prime, Netflix,
Yes.
and you have everything. Peacock.
Do you get Peacock through Amazon?
No.
Oh, I think you need Peacock too.
Yeah. So those are the big four. Yeah, and I somehow have like 10 others.
I know there's just so many to have. It's ridiculous. Also, I don't understand people who pay but still have commercials. Like the point at which you're subscribed, like the ad
Well, it's an
tier is
extra,
nuts.
right?
Yeah, I know. It's like an extra like $36 a year. It's like $6 more a month or whatever. But I'm telling you, if I had to watch Love Island with commercials, I would not be
Oh,
here
I couldn't
today.
watch it. I couldn't watch
No,
it.
I wouldn't
Well,
be here
it's too
today.
long, and to do it
Yeah.
every day, that's a huge commitment.
I know. It's completely insane. Who do you think is going to win, Callie? Who do you think America will choose?
I'm at a loss now because it's Corbin and Permita had my money. I think now I'm going to transition to Casey and TT.
Wow, you think Casey and TT? They did seem shocked when they were.
No, I think Bryce and Trinity are going to win, but my vote will now go to Casey and TT.
You're voting Casey and
Yeah.
TT. I'm sort of back in on Casey. I feel like he's repented and like actually sorry.
I also think he clearly likes TT.
Yes, he does. He didn't like Anaya. He could have been nicer and kinder, but I'm
Well,
okay
I think he
with him
should have
now.
broke it off with Anaya earlier.
Yeah.
I think he figured it out earlier. I think he tried, and then he got to a point where he was like, I can't do this anymore. And instead of breaking it off with her, he just stayed with her because he was like, there's no one else.
I don't like Zach, but I think I would vote for Zach and Kata if I voted. I just feel like they're the couple that like makes the most sense to me, honestly.
Why? Because they live on different continents?
Because of the way they talk to each other. I think that like their love
Their
language with each
banter
other.
is very good.
Yeah. I really like it.
Although you see that they spiral from this vote.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see what happens. Do you think Trinity and Bryce will win, even though neither of us would vote for them?
Yes.
I think so too. Which I wish them the best. I wonder if they'll be able to turn it into as much content and as much money as Nick and Alandria.
No way. People don't like them the way.
Serena and Cordell made a lot of money too, but they were so beloved and they deserve it.
Yeah, so, I mean, coming out of Love Island, people wanted Nick and
Yeah.
Nicolandria. People wanted them to be a thing while they were on the island. Then they came off. They both all like, obviously Serena and Cordell had a lot of fandom, but they won,
Yeah.
right? So, I don't
Didn't Nick and
feel that
Alandria win?
sense of
Who won last year?
yeah.
I thought they won. I'm checking right
I
now.
don't remember. I don't even remember who else was up with them. So it must have been them.
Well, last year was just a disaster. Oh, Amaya won. Oh my God. Of
Oh,
course.
yeah,
Amaya Papaya.
And Brian.
And Brian.
That lasted like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was like a ton of people that wanted Nick and Alandria to be together. So I don't feel that same
They had a
sense with
huge fan
Trinity and
base.
Bryce, but then again, I'm shocked that people voted for Melanie and Sincere. Like when they got voted into the top, I was like, who? Who is voting for these people?
I have no idea. I don't know. I guess people just want them to be together. I don't know. I can't understand
to the point
it.
where they could win?
No, I don't think they'll win. I also think Melanie has plenty of haters. Don't you think?
I don't know. I mean, when it got dwindled down to Casey, TT, Sincere, Melanie, Kata, Zach, I thought the bottom two were going to be Sincere, Melanie,
Me too.
And Kenzie and Dylan.
I also thought that I was just surprised that Casey and TT are doing so well.
Oh no, I have a lot of Casey and TT fans on my timeline.
I like her a lot. I just thought that like the way they came together and stuff, I was surprised.
I think that a lot of people were pissed at how Casey was treated, especially versus how Sincere's been treated.
Yeah.
And even after movie night, because at movie night we were like, I think they were just too stunned to yell at Sincere. Then after movie night, everyone's still being on his side. I was just like,
except for
Corbin.
Weird. Corbin's not on his side.
No.
Didn't like the lying.
I loved when Kenzie said why she wanted to vote out Corbin and Parmita was like, obviously we're both very good looking.
I love that
just
too.
Like,
I love that because it is genuinely very important to both Corbin and Parmita. Like their
she wasn't
values.
Even trying to like diss her. She was just like saying.
She's like stating facts.
Yeah.
This is what it is. It was very funny.
But it's not just physical for us. You're just not in our chats. I was like, great job, Parmita.
So funny. I look forward to hearing from her more.
I know. We have to wait till Aftersun to hear from them, which Aftersun is getting a lot of heat.
I think that's also an editing problem. I think that these two gals are doing the best they can.
This wasn't good.
I didn't watch this one.
This past Saturday was particularly rough.
Why?
I think that they should have chose one of them, like either Sierra or Teffy, and then had a more traditional host paired with them.
See, I think what goes astray with these after shows is they're between like late night show and podcast, and they're like as a result they're kind of
it's all over the place.
You don't know what it is. Yeah, it's like one thing for our pod to be all over the place. It's like, but it's different when it's like
when we're interviewing people
and you're on Aftersun. Yeah,
and Teffy, who I like as a podcaster, it just isn't working.
Yeah, people do love her.
Yeah, I like her, but I don't like her on Aftersun. It's really confusing. She keeps making jokes that like the Islanders don't understand because of the age gap.
Oh, not because they're dumb.
Probably both, honestly. And like she'll keep going with it. She'll like make jokes to Sierra where Sierra you can tell Sierra is like trying to like give her something, but also like this doesn't work. They seem to really like each other, but it's just I also think they're getting notes of like give your opinion, like have a hot take, like but it's like we want to hear more from the Islanders because we didn't get to hear so much from them on the show. Like the Gabriel and Bea Aftersun, I felt like we learned more about them on Aftersun than we did for the 2 weeks they were on the show. So that's kind of what we want, and instead, we're getting so much of what Sierra and Teffy think, and they're almost, like, putting it on the Islanders, and it's like, we didn't sign up to hear about what you guys think. I understand you guys
Yeah.
having an opinion here or there because that's part of it. Like hosts have to kind of give you how they're feeling, but like we want more of what the Islanders are feeling. And I don't know if that's them or the editing or what prompts they're being given, but
I think it's also
it's not
probably
working.
confusion over like what to do with these two known quantities. Like Teffy has her own fans, Sierra's having a
Mhm.
moment. So they probably don't know like are they host or are they
Talent.
interviewer? Yeah, host or talent, exactly. And that leads to like a confusing show. It's all
Yeah, so
confused.
I I would love like a more traditional host because also neither one of them have ever hosted anything.
Yeah.
Teffy's a podcaster and Sierra is a reality star. I guess she does do like red carpet, but like hosting an
It's
entire
very
show is
different. Yeah,
different.
it's
Yeah.
really different skill. You know
So
they
I
should
think they
get
should have had
the best host we
us.
know. No, Rachel.
Oh.
Rachel's the best host we know.
Oh yeah, she'd be great.
She can host anything. And
So
what made me think of it is like she
I don't think she
started
watches
doing
Love Island, but I do
no,
think
but
that
she
she'd be
would
good.
if you
Well, yeah,
asked her to.
obviously. If this
And
was her
also
job, she'd be prepared.
she did like the thing also about the reason she's so good at it. She got a lot of reps. Like the second she came off The Bachelor, Bachelorette, she started doing like ESPN radio, and then she did red
Mhm.
carpet, and then extra, and then podcast. Like
I mean,
it's like
she's
something
done
you have to work
everything.
towards. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have to work towards. Like it's not just like you step into it and you're like, hey, he's
Also,
ready to
just
go.
step into it on for a show of this magnitude where
Yeah,
so many fans are, like, rabid and have such crazy opinions, like, they've been eaten up online, and I'm like, "Listen,
which is
it's
funny
it's not
because
good."
like if Sierra's still getting flack, you know it's bad because everyone wants to root
Yeah.
for her right now.
Right.
If
Exactly,
there's
that's why I
anything,
felt bad even saying it. I was DMing with someone yesterday, and I was like, "Ugh, I don't know if I'm gonna say this tomorrow," basically, because, like, I feel bad, I want her to do well, but, like, it is not good. The past 2
yeah.
After Suns, or maybe 3, the first one was great, and then since then, it has not been good, and I just don't know if it's, like, her fault,
I don't
but,
think
like,
it
it just
is.
doesn't work, and I also am like, "Well, you put her in a really crazy position to go host the show when you know
Because
how
think
the fan
about
base is." But, like,
what.
Ariana got lucky kind of.
Well,
For
I was gonna
one, it's a different
say,
job.
very different job. Ariana's reading a script and like
Yeah,
she's reacting a little bit, but
yeah.
she doesn't actually have to carry anything, and she gets edited so specifically to for the narrative of the show.
But also with Ariana, she came on the show when it wasn't doing that well.
Yeah,
So, the expectations were not the same, and it was just completely different. She is part of the reason why it blew up,
absolutely.
and I think that just gives her a different level of confidence, and, like, it's just a completely different scenario than and she's doing it
So
by herself. Teffy and Sierra are doing something they've never done before on a show that is wildly popular and having to work together, which they've also never done before, and interview people and don't have, like, a full script, like, they're having to ad lib all the time. It's
yeah,
a very, very hard job to do, and I'm not sure if they were set up for success.
no, I don't think they were, and I think they've never really known what to do with Aftersun, and this
I
is
was gonna
better.
say
Like getting new information is like a good direction for that show, but you're right. They need like a proper like straight man, someone to like kind of just move things along.
right, and as bad as Aftersun has been the last 3 weeks, Aftersun's always sucked.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not all
You know
Sierra
what
and
I
Teffy.
miss? Unseen bits. Give me unseen bits. It makes me like everybody more.
But has US ever done that?
I think they did it at the beginning. Is
Okay.
UK still doing it?
Yeah, they are. It's great.
Yeah, it's
Unseen Bits
fun.
has made me love one Islander that you would otherwise not. I mean, you would like him, but Unseen Bits, because he's like a very, 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 very attractive guy. But like he kind of acts like he doesn't care the
Mhm.
entire time he's been on since day one. And he's just constantly like, I don't really care about anything. And he seems like very posh and cool. In Unseen Bits, he's the funniest Islander. And for anyone watching, I'm very much team Lorenzo. If you know,
I'm
you know.
jealous. I feel left out. I do think that once we only have one more week of US, I'm gonna spend my time catching up on UK. All this newfound time that I have. And it'll be less pressure.
Well, now that World Cup is advancing, there's less games every single night.
Yes.
I've gotta say, it's been wonderful.
I love the World Cup. It's been so much fun. It's, like, filled a need that I didn't even really know that I had. I also
I
feel like
knew
I
I
have,
had
like,
it.
a lot more to talk to about many people to many people. Like, it's really fun. But I like the Euros too. Like, I like a big soccer tournament.
Yeah. When basketball ends, not having anything is
Yeah,
really rough. Like, all we have is baseball, and no offense to baseball, and, the W games, like, because there's not a lot of teams, it's like, there'll
I
be, like,
know.
3 days without games or 1 game here and there, so it's just not enough sports for me and my family. The World Cup is on all day,
I know. I love it too.
and we have Wimbledon. It's just,
I
like, you wake up in the morning, tennis is on, and then you go straight into soccer, and then you drizzle in some WNBA, and I'm just like, we're in a good fucking, like, moment right now. Then you add both Love Islands on top, it's like
constant content. And you know me, I love to watch a game at any time of the day, so regardless of when it
all
occurred. So
day.
I wake up
Yeah.
and I put it on. I'm like, "All right, who played?" I haven't seen yet.
That is so crazy. That is so crazy to me. I don't think I'll ever get to that point where I'm watching a game late, unless I'm rewatching it
It's
because I thought it was so thrilling, but,
it's
like,
because I like the
I'm not
hang.
watching.
It's because
But
I
you're
don't care
not
what the
hanging with
outcome.
anyone.
I'm hanging with the
Everyone's already
TV.
e everyone's already watched it.
I like the background noise. I like to know what happened, and also, like, I'm learning. I'm still new to the global game, you know? So I need to watch
Uh,
more.
luckily, I played soccer for a long time, so I understand, like, what's happening. My dad does not, and I had to he was so confused about offsides that we had to, like, set up, like, objects to teach
No,
him
VAR
offsides,
is good for him for, like, their slow-mo.
and I remember the next morning, he, like, came out and he's like, "I have to tell you, Callie, it's a whole new game for me now that I understand what offsides is." And I was just like, "Yeah." But I think if you like sports, you like World Cup. Like, it's
I
so
mean, how can you not?
fun, and you know what is interesting, which my group chat was talking about last night, is that the World Cup to every other country other than the US is like life or death. Like,
I know, I feel sad
every
for them when they
other
leave.
country takes this so seriously, which obviously we take it seriously, but, like, we just
No,
don't
it's
have the
not the
same level
same.
of passion as other countries do for their soccer teams, and soccer is the biggest sport everywhere else but here. But
Yeah.
I was like, even, like, the Super Bowl, it's
No,
not the
it's not the
same because
same.
it's not
No.
your entire country playing. Like, there's nothing that we feel maybe the Olympics, our country really gets behind the Olympics, but the
Yeah,
way
but
that
not
but other
even.
countries don't get behind it because we generally win.
Right.
Um, and my nanny was in a depression
Who's she
last
rooting
night.
for? Oh, Brazil.
Yeah. And I could, like, feel it in her mood. Like, I was like, "Wow, this, like, really meant a lot to you. Like, you're actually sad."
I don't know what it's like to be one of the players. Like, how do you continue on? Like, how do you live with that loss?
Well, also, did you yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
did you watch that game?
Yeah.
They had so many
So many
opportunities.
chances. Yeah.
I told she didn't because we were flying during it, and then I was streaming it, and then when we landed, I was watching it. She was like, "I just get sick watching it, like, I can't watch it, I get too nervous." So she didn't watch it, and I was just like, "I know it's not gonna make you feel any better, but, like, I would assume Brazil had, like, 50 attempts on goal,
That would make me feel
and
worse.
Norway had, like, 8.
I
They
mean,
just
that's the
happened to
thing.
make 2 of them. You know what
England,
I mean?
Mexico. It's like Mexico had so many more
So
chances.
many more, so many more. Norway's goalie, I think, deserves some sort of, like, award for his performance. He was out of
Seriously,
control
it
how
was
good he
amazing.
was.
It was, and then he was like so happy when they were doing the row at the end. He was like, "Yeah, I know. I clinched this for
Like,
everybody."
England's goalie obviously did well too, but so much of their
Pick
team
Bud.
was helping.
Yeah,
Norway would be one-on-one,
yeah. Well,
and he was just blocking fucking
it
everything.
was amazing. Yeah, it was really amazing. And like like Bellingham had that one amazing save too. Basically, where
Uh,
like he kicked it away. Like
after his
after
2
two
goals,
goals. Yes,
when he had that save, I was like, "He's on steroids right now." Like, he's not letting them lose this game.
I'm happy for him. He deserves it.
He's really cute.
Um,
He would be a great Islander. That was one of
oh
my
my
thoughts while
god.
watching it last night.
Totally. He would be a great
He
Islander.
is the prototype for Love Island.
He's yeah, he's like a Tyreek type, like too good
Mm,
for it. Like, why are you here? But
Ovi.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. We'll be back on Thursday. More World Cup, more Love Island, and so much other stuff to discuss. Have a great week, and thank you to our producer, Olivia Crerie.